Hi everyone, this is Jenny McDougall, and this is a short video to give you a few pointers on Module 1, an overview video. You'll find that there's one of these videos for each of the modules that we complete in Prep Skills, and students do find that they are pretty helpful, so I hope that you do too. So in Module 1, which you will find in your study guide, you will see that there are three parts to it actually. So right at the start we give you a general introduction to Preparation Skills University, this particular subject or course. And then we spend quite a bit of the module actually showing you through how things work here at CQU. So a lot of that does mean getting online and checking out the websites, making sure that you are comfortable finding your way around, getting used to the terminology that we use here, just the way to go about things, how to access services, who to go to when you need help, and all those kinds of things. So you will find that working through Module 1 is going to help you feel a lot more comfortable here at CQU. And then in the last part of the module, we look at a few more general issues to do with being a university student. We get you to think about what your expectations are, what your responsibilities might be, what it means to be an independent learner, and what are some of the qualities and the skills that we're looking for in students. And you might be surprised to realise that you already have a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills and qualities that are really valued here in the university setting. So let's take a look at Moodle, and particularly we'll have a look at Module 1 here, Preparing for University. But before we do that, just a reminder that there was the Getting Started tab here in the information, which is really important. So if you haven't read through that already or watched the Getting Started video, then I suggest that you do that. Now, just before we get to Module 1, specifically to remind you about the information block here where you can access the course profile. There are the course contacts, the lecturers involved in this subject. Now the news forum will have updates for each week, like announcements for each week, which are sent by me as or posted by myself as the course coordinator, and you will also receive them as email alerts. So look out for those in your student email account. Now, if you are checking your student email account, then you are really going to make sure that you have access to any latest news or reminders. Really important part of staying connected as a student. Now, we talked about the study materials in the Getting Started video, so I'm not going to go over those again. Just a reminder that the discussion forums can be accessed here, and they can also be accessed from each module, so those topics will actually change on a weekly basis. The assessment information is here. A quick reminder that you will need to complete the practice quiz by the end of week 2, and also that you can make a start on Learning Portfolio A even at the end of week 1. So I'll talk about that in a little more depth in a minute. The support block has got lots of general links there to services provided by the whole of the university. So not all of them are specific to STEP students. For example, as a STEP student, you don't actually have access to the Academic Learning Centre. That's for undergraduate students. But some of these you'll recognise as certainly being relevant to you. The IT Help link there, the library, Moodle Help for Students. This link may be of interest to you if you find that you do need extra time to complete an assignment. Then that's actually where you go for each of your courses. You go to the support block and you'll find that there is a form that you fill out online. So those are just some of the general things about Moodle. If we go to Module 1, let's have a closer look at some of the resources there. So again, a reminder that you will be guided through your studies by your study guide. So you go through Module 1 very closely in this guide, but you will find some additional resources here on Moodle. For example, you can download a copy of that particular module here if you haven't been able to secure your hard copy yet. You'll find the Moodles here on Moodle, so we're creating the overview video right now. The lecture video will be available on the Tuesday of the first week. Now, they will become available as the lectures happen, and the actual lectures take place on the Tuesday morning. So usually later that day, those recordings are available for students. Sometimes it's the Wednesday. But especially if you're a distance student, this is a really great way for you to feel connected, to feel part of the learning community here. And we do get very favourable feedback from students about those lecture videos. So make sure that you do take the time to watch the video and take notes, and hopefully you'll find them really helpful. Now, there are some textbook readings here from Cottrell just for the first couple of modules, because the assumption is that you will be buying the textbook, the Cottrell textbook, which I have shown you a couple of times before. But just in case there are any issues, sometimes students start late for one reason or another, or have problems accessing the textbook. So you will find those relevant pages there, which will get you through the first couple of modules. Now, for each of the modules, you'll find a section there which is called Resources for Study Guide Activities. Now, these resources are specifically to help you with particular activities, and you'll find reference to Activity 1.1 in your study guide. And this is a really important one, and that's because this is really where we're asking you to go to the websites and to become familiar with the different aspects of them. So if you download that checklist there, you'll see a document like this one, and what you'll have to do is to download it and tick off each of those sites as you're able to find them. So there's a whole list of things. It goes for just over one page and a half. So please make sure that you download that and that you do find the different aspects of the website that you're being directed to. And a heads up, if you do that, it's going to help you a lot with that first quiz. Now, also to draw your attention to a couple of quick video tours here. They only take a few minutes each, and they will, again, give you that sense of direction in terms of how things work here with the websites. I also wanted to point out a contract here. You'll see in Activity 1.9 that you are asked to think about what it is that you want to get out of the STEPS experience. What are you promising yourself? What do you want to get out of it as a person, as a student? And you can download that document and write on it just the old-fashioned way. You can write on it by hand if you want to, or you can fill it out as a digital form and then save it. Now, as an internal student, you're expected to hand these in to your lecturer in the first week. As a distance student, you might like to actually send a copy of this via email to your support lecturer. It's not compulsory, but it is a really nice way for you to connect with your support lecturer, and they would be really interested to read about what your expectations are of yourself, what you want to get out of this experience. It's a nice way for them to get to know you as well. Now, there are some other useful resources there, and then you'll see a couple of reminders about assessment, which I've already talked to you about. But one thing to make a little clearer is that the Learning Portfolio A template can be accessed here. Now, there will be another video about Learning Portfolio A, but just to give you the heads up that once you have completed all the readings and activities for Module 1, then you can actually start completing those relevant questions about Module 1, the overview questions in Learning Portfolio A. So there's a template there that you can download, and you can start adding your answers week by week, so you build this progressively, and then it virtually writes itself. Just a reminder that those discussion forums for week 1 can also be accessed here. Please don't be nervous about them. Just have a go, and it is a good feeling to know that you are able to use the forums, and it's a nice way to feel like you're a part of something. So again, don't be timid, just have a go. There's a checklist or a task sheet each week which you may find useful if you download that and just tick off the jobs as you complete them, and then that way you know that you're keeping up week by week, and that's a nice way to build your confidence as well. So look, don't be afraid to keep clicking on the sites, keep exploring Moodle. That's the best way to feel at home as a university student, and I really hope that you find that Module 1 will answer a lot of your questions, and by the end of week 1 you'll be feeling so much more at home here. So good luck with Module 1 in preparation skills for university.